Welcome back, everybody. It's time for some more Abandoned Ship. What is up, guys and gals? I gotta do my intro. I can't just cold start episodes like that, abandoning what I've always done. It's just not a good look. I decided to tempt fate today. We're gonna fight with some enemies. We're gonna do some gangster stuff. We're gonna do some gangster things. They don't have, like, a lot of shooters or anything like that, so I'm not, like, super worried. Like, they have a bunch of navigators, and so they're not gonna be able to repair their ship very well. They're not going to be able to heal themselves very well. They basically have a dysfunctional crew, and I think I can make that work for me. I think I can make that function. It's going to take them a lot of time to fix things, and that should get them up and off the cannons and out of my ass if we're very, very lucky. Keep shooting right there. Oh, they're trying to gain some distance on me. They're trying to fight me at long, long range. There you go. Get a navigator back on there. That's all I care about for right now. It does look like we have a better damage quotient than they do. Our common denominator seems to be doing a lot more damage than their common denominator, and I'm okay with that. We took one hit right there. That's okay. I think that's something that I can suffer for right now. Keep damaging the sails and keep moving forward. Keep on blasting away with those cannons, too. Looks like we're doing a pretty good job with our accuracy. They're almost at half health already. This ship seems to be remarkably more fragile than the last ship that we fought. The last ship gave us a pretty good scuffing. We came out of that one with a black eye, and I was kind of worried we weren't going to be able to make this work. However, they are ringing emergency bells right now, but I think we'll be okay. I don't think we're in too bad a shape right now. We should be able to close the gap with them and make something happen here. And they said we get double loot if we pull this off, and we'll be able to go to port. I'm all right with that. Let's get these guys up and out of port and up and out of our faces, because I just don't like being talked to in that tone of voice. No, thank you. Oh, look at your guys with your busted ship. It's falling apart right now. It ain't nothing but a bunch of shambles and cabers. Y'all got problems. What problems do you have? Well, there's a hole in my ship. I have that problem, though, too, so I can't really gloat about it too much. My ship definitely has holes in it. Keep firing. Oh, we actually sunk them. Good. That's what you guys get for following an illegal death cult that worships tentacles and weird hentai monsters. That's what you get. Never mind the fact that I worshipped them too. Don't bring up that minutia. I'm not a hypocrite. I've simply changed my ways. I've grown as a human being. You have lived to tell the tale, and what a glorious tale it will make. You mentally recount your success, etching the strategy into your reflexes. The crew are less circumspect and busy themselves with considerable salvage. All are drunk on the thrill, and most are drunk on more besides. 30 food and 35 gold. Aw, yes. So can I go to port now? Oh no, if I have to fight more bad guys and I can't go to port, I think I just killed us. What is this? Ooh, 20 treasures. Yay. Who doesn't love a good treasure every now and again? Hopefully we don't have to fight anything at the gate. If we do, this is gonna suck. Let's, like, not tempt fate over there. I would absolutely love to not get my ass whooped on that side. I don't know what that means right there, but there's weird little jaggy shapes on that side, and I'd rather not find out what those do. Jaggy shapes to me seem sort of threatening to the hull of our ship, so let's maybe not play around with those. There's more enemies on that side. What gate are we trying to get to right now? Let's go out to the world map and have a look. So the gate that we're trying to get to, I think, is the one on the right. There are enemy combats around, and we did kill some enemies. This guy over here has an event, though. That's not good. That's, like, really, really not good. I'm a tad concerned about it. I'm gonna put that away in like my back pocket though, and just kind of hope that it's not as bad over here as we thought it was gonna be, and that we pull through with a minimum amount of attrition. So if I gotta fight like 5 ships over here, oh my God, there's 1 of 4. Oh, I have to kill everything on the map. Ew. Let's maybe see if we can find a port then. Let me sail around for a minute and see if I can find a place where maybe we can repair the ship and get ourselves taken care of. Because as of right now, fighting any more concurrent battles, I don't think is going to work out in our favor. So as it turns out, I think I may have screwed myself by fighting both of those battles. We're going to try and bail out nice and early on all these fights if we can manage it. But we don't really have much of a choice. We are on direct course of an approaching vessel. The thud of sailors' feet on the decks echoes around the ship as the crew carry out your orders. The slapping of the hull against the water at frequency as the ship moves away. The cult ship pursues you but loses ground before giving up the chase. Oh, we can resolve the combats by not fighting. Well, then that's pretty much what I'm going to do, because we are just too hurt to risk it right now. We can't risk it for the biscuit. At most, we can fight one more combat. And that's at most. And even that's going to be cutting it really close with our health. By the time you spot a ship, it's already on intercept and the wind favors them. They've clocked us now. We can't afford to let them live and sell the tail. Chase them down and make them... Oh, good lord. Oh, and they've got 2 gunners. We're hosed. Oh, we're super hosed. They've got 2 gunners. Bad luck is bad luck, amigos. Bad luck is... Although one of their gunners is having to... One of their gunners is having to pilot, so... Oh, they've got a mortar as well. Oof. Just keep shots on them. That's all we can do. I mean, all we can pretty much do at this point is just auto-attack and hope that we pull through. That second battle was a bad mistake. I didn't realize I was going to have to fight this much. Yeah, that's definitely a little unpleasant. Get off the mortar, you idiot. Go fix the hull. Do your thing. There you go. All right, get back on the chain shot. Fire it at their sails. And I'm going to hope we don't take too much more damage here. But it looks like they're giving us full volleys. Are you, like, not on the cannon right now? I think our only real hope is to try to just out DPS them. But they have better cannons than we do, so I think we might be hosed. I think we might be hosed. A port a little bit earlier in the game I think would be a good thing to have. Like, even so, if we had to fight another battle after this one, I don't think we would make it. Fire that right there. Get in nice and close. Keep the guns blaring. And if we survive another volley or two, I'll be really surprised. Like, crazy surprised. Oh my god, we managed to pull it through. I was waiting with bated breath right there. I had no commentary for you because it's so close right now. Oh no. If this last battle is anything but something we can escape from, it's a big issue. And we're going to suffer for it. I don't think this ship is going to make it much further. Things are looking bad. Maybe some timbers or something. Like, maybe spending at a higher rate than you would get at a port to fix your ship would be a good mixture, too. So that, like, maybe you can't heal up to full, but you can only heal up to half, and it costs, like, twice as much. Basically, like, emergency fixes, I think would be a good idea. Let's leave the combat, but yeah, I don't think we're going to make it. You drop to your knees. It feels like a lightning storm inside of your skull, and you sense a massive ancient intelligence emerging from it. Scanning the horizon, you see an unnatural disturbance in the water, and it's approaching fast. I think that was probably a warning that, like, I should get the hell out of here. Where's our final event at? It's down here at the bottom. Okay. You can't avert your eyes as the royal closes the distance. Whatever it is will be upon you in mere moments. You're not prepared to best such a beast. Fight it off and flee. When your maneuver bar is full, press flee to initiate a desperate retreat. Oh, we're toast, man. We definitely ain't making it. Oh, no. This is not a good look. I am not trying to get eaten by a sea monster right now. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Basically stab everything you possibly can until it goes away. Now flee before it attacks again. If you don't flee in time, you'll be repeatedly attacked. So it backed off of us. But I think we're just going to have to get repeatedly attacked. Okay, so let's keep somebody. Make sure we have a helmsman then. I didn't know about that as a modifier. This is a completely new thing that I've never experienced before. So, yeah, apparently there's a hard timer. Yeah, just keep fighting. Do what you got to do, amigos. There we go. That's what I like to see. Get us up and out of here. Flee. Run away. Get us as far the hell out of here as we can. Oh, I don't think we're going to make it. By like a hair, we're not going to make it. Yep, it's going to kill us on this attack. Well, maybe not. We might be okay. Keep fighting. Kill that thing off. Come on, flea bar. Come on, flea bar. Oh my god. It doesn't even matter if the next attack is an enemy and we can't have a flea option. Oh, we have so much ass in front of us right now. Just a world of booties. Just a world of butt cheeks just everywhere. You've wounded the creature and escaped. Somehow you feel in your bones that the Kraken will need time to recuperate before it resumes the haunt. You should not dally. I wasn't planning on it. I didn't want to fight that thing in the first place. So I guess uncovering the entire map is a bad plan. I didn't realize there was going to be a hard timed limiter on how long you were allowed to be on the map. Why is it relevant that I kill these guys over here? A distant cult ship has been spotted. You lean both hands on the rail and stare at the vessel with unwinking concentration, watching as it maintains its divergent course. It looks like they haven't seen you. Keep steady. Yeah, just resolve them that way. Let's get to the gate. Go! The gate is all that matters. If the Kraken comes back, we have so many terrible things that are going to happen to us. We're going to fall into the water and we're going to get occulted. And I don't want to get occulted. Whew. Now that the danger is past, the crew bombard you with questions. You feel responsible and share what little you know. That creature, the cult, they worship it. It's part of why they call it the Great Project. You refocus your efforts on reaching port as quickly as humanly possible for their sake and yours. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to port like right this second. We have like a fifth of an HP left. We have fractional decimal points. Ooh, the charts you found in the captain's cabin show a nearby port, land, safe from the infernal monster. So if my charts are marked, shouldn't it be on the map here somewhere? I'm definitely not fighting anybody. That is for certain. Ah, there we go. We've got a portage over here. Let's go and we will make anchor. Oh my god. I can't believe we survived that. I was so panicky. I was like, I am not dying in the second episode of this series. I am not dying here. All these other YouTubers are killing it. I'm using this alpha knowledge and it's getting me in trouble. The alpha knowledge from the beta that, or from the early access that I had is not transferring well. Once the ship is docked, the crew are seemingly reluctant to part ways. After all, they would all still be prisoners of the cultists or worse without you. You suggest a farewell drink at the nearest tavern. The first round is solemn, each unable to stop dwelling on their own morbid thoughts. The drinks flow and the tension eases. As another empty tankard is banged on the table, the crew make life pledges to you. You manage to secure a cheap room with plenty of beds upstairs, and once you've slept it off, you can all part ways. Your head aches more than it should, and unease creeps through your body. Heavy meat is a different story to ceremonial wine. Shall we call it a night? Tentacles grasping from every angle. No escape. They predict your every movement, attracted unerringly to you like a compass to the polar north. Wrapping slowly around you, they pull you inexorably down, down, deeper and deeper. You jolt awake, clammy and head pounding. The rum, surely? It feels more familiar than that and more insidious. Something within you cries out, and then so do you. An inchoate scream. I like the word inchoate. That's a good word. Inchoate is like mist-like, not gathered together. It means that it's just kind of like a gaseous form. I like that word, though. That's a good word. Your crew stir from their beds as the door flies off its hinges and two shadowed forms cross the thresholds. Luckily, none of the crew are hurt. The pain in your head subsides. The two corpses are Halifron, a nightmarish conjoining of man and sea creature. Superstitious folk tales made real. You've seen them before, but the crew clearly never imagined that they would. Downstairs, the innkeeper is dead. The first hint of dawn looms upon the horizon. We slip warily through the back to the ship, I guess. In your cabin, angry discussion rages about Halifron while you sit silent in contemplation. You know in your heart of hearts that hiding is pointless. Land offers no haven. The cult will not rest until they have you, and all free men under their yoke. This is a problem only solved by shot, steel, and willing hearts. Your best and only chance is to strike a crippling blow to the cult, and to kill the Kraken. You tell the crew what you know. The crew stop and listen when you speak up. You explain that the Halifron have not always been out there, unseen, and preying upon those who stray too close to the water alone at night. You tell them of your headaches and how you feel there is some connection between those creatures and the Kraken and yourself. You plan to go on the offensive and cut the head off the sea snake is met with a mixture of admiration and amusement. They are not the heroes of old hunting mythological sea monsters. You cannot force them to join you on what might be a suicide mission, and despite their regret, they leave. Okay. It's just you now. There's little time to prepare for your mission. The first step is to visit the shipwright before recruiting some more crew. Perhaps coin will buy greater loyalty. Yeah, we're also going to have to repair, and we don't have a lot of money. The shops are where you can purchase new weapons and upgrades, obtain supplies, and do that stuff. Okay, I am well aware. I don't want the mortar. God, I hate it when tutorials force you to buy things you don't want. I hate that so much. That's such an obnoxious feature. I don't want the mortar. It's garbage. It's terrible. Like, legitimately, I don't want the mortar. It's a bad item. It was terrible in the alpha, and I don't want it on my ship, and that cost me most of my money. Great. Fantastic. That sucks, and that sucks hard. I don't want the mortar. I don't want it at all. I don't want the mortar for a second. It's garbage. So in the upgrades and supplies, I don't want anything from here. I just want it. God, I hate it when games do that. At least it gave me a free heal, so that's good. I'll take that. I think it gave me a free heal anyways. I don't want the mortar, but I guess I'll take it. It only sells for 17. God. Cannons are the best investment in this game, if you were wondering. So last time I played the game, the secret to beating the game and making it through the 10th level was always having maximum cannons. If you had maximum cannons to a side, you were going to make it. But if you focused on stuff like mortars and snipers and things of that nature, the snipers were okay. I like the sniper rifle, but I don't really use it. I like the flame cannons. I like the acid cannons. I like the acid mortar. I like the modified versions of the mortars, but I don't like the basic version, so it's kind of a bummer that they forced us to take it. We can get harpoons. They embed themselves in the enemy ship. That's pretty cool. We can also get hull spikes that make it so we can murder stuff. Crew can flee to the lifeboat when the ship is destroyed. Unlocks the hull right there. Yeah, I'm not a fan of forced upgrades in tutorials. I don't find that to be an enjoyable feature. It's a pet peeve of mine. You make your way to the Dockside Tavern and notice a few cultists. It's midday bustle and it's easy for you to slip by unnoticed. It's harder, however, to resist slipping your dagger into one of them. Approaching the door, a hand grabs your shoulder. You pivot, primed to fight, only to be faced with your former crew. Captain, these cultists seem to have tarred us with your brush. We might all be safer together now. Plus, it'd be a shame if we were left out of the songs about you. They hand you a small, heavy pouch you put towards hiring an extra hand. You agree to meet back at the ship once you've checked for any potential recruits in the tavern. Oh, well, that's good. I thought they wanted me to buy money. They forced me to buy the mortar. They removed my crew, and I thought I was going to be broke by the end of this, but that's good. That takes the sting out a little bit. Maybe I was preemptively a little salty. Let's see here. So we've already got a navigator and a gunner. My suggestion would be that we pick up another gunner before anything else. I strongly recommend taking many, many gunners. The more gunners that you have, the happier you will be, trust me. I can also increase everybody's morale by bribing them. As far as I remember, these guys also get upgrades over time and they get better at their jobs. But, yeah, there it is right there. So they're experiencing those skills. And so they get a bonus to the thing that they're already good at. Bucket hasn't really done much. Has he done any repairs? Yeah, so everybody can learn any skill in here. It's just a matter of applying them to that skill. Now that he's no longer firing cannons, we might be a little better off, although I'll probably put him on the grape shot or something like that. You leave towards the docks, which are swarming with a growing crowd. Dozens of ships flying the cultist insignia are approaching. The curiosity and tension are palpable. Several ships seem to have had a similar idea, attempting to escape the incoming cult vessels. Some slow down and surrender, and others speed past the blockade, while some engage in bloody battle. The cultist ship bearing down fast doesn't leave you much choice. Shot and steel, lads. That's how it's done. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody on a gun right now. Are they trying to ram me? Methinkies they are. I'll probably try to pick up another gunner pretty soon here. You go over to the grape shot and do your thing. With those cannons right there, start scattering fire across the front end of the ship. Do as much damage as you possibly can. As soon as the mortar's ready to fire, we will unleash it. So the mortar's going to be fired right there. Perfect. They're going to move around ever so slightly. I'm going to go ahead and double tap them right there. Halifron are aquatic sea monsters that appear on cult vessels. They can dive into the water, swim at great speed, and board you. So there he is right there. Captain, job opportunity. Go take care of it. Yep, go fight that thing. Sailor, get over here and help out. Yep, the more shipboard combat we're able to do, the happier a camper I will be. The captain is wounded. The sailor is looking okay. Get that thing up and moving. We will fire what we can fire right there as soon as the motor's back up. Bazinga and all that. Down they go. Bazongle. All that kind of stuff. Random catchphrase. They are taking damage, but likewise so are we. However, we're lucky enough in that the damage that we're capable of dealing has gone up pretty considerably between the mortar and everything else. There we go. We'll fire that on the enemy. And this next bombardment, I think, should be it for them. Yep, down goes the enemy vessel. We managed to survive another combat, although we did take a little bit of damage right there. We took some knocks. We took a little bit of knocks. And I ain't talking about the super fun PC RPG. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about busted teeth, bruised cheeks, all that kind of stuff. 3 more cultist ships tacked towards you. You rapidly raise the sails. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. So that is now a cultist port. The bar highlighted at the bottom of the screen represents how close the cult are to tracking you down. Once the bars in the cult symbol are fully lit, you'll be chased by either a cult ship, the Halifron, or the Kraken itself. When dealing with events using the cult symbol, you can decrease the bar by defeating the enemy. However, if you flee, the cult will be onto you and the bar will increase. Okay, so what's our heading for right now? We need to head eastwards, and we don't know how many events we have to resolve in order to make that work. Let's set up our ship over here with our default settings. I no longer need you right there. I need you right there. And let's start out with the captain on the chain shot in case the enemy tries to close with us. It looks like we can preload a shot right here too. I'm curious to see if that'll carry over into the next battle. I wonder if preloading actually works. Huh. We'll give it a look. I definitely, it's worth a try. Being able to open with a volley on the enemy I think is a very good thing. Let's go ahead and save the configuration, and I want to go back to the sailing map. We will head to here. And we will deal with these results once we figure out what our ultimate objective is so that we can plan properly. So we have 5 events that have to be resolved from right there. That's a little rough. That's a lot of enemies. We're going to have to fight some, and we're going to have to run from others. Your current bearing leads to a head-on clash with a vessel flying cult colors. Well, let's do our thing. You know how we do. Nope, you don't get to save a shot, unfortunately. I was hoping we would, but alas. Not in the water or anything like that. There's no lasses in the water or anything. I'm just saying, alas. Like, when you're on a boat and you're using sea shanty slang, it can be a little bit complicated, but you get what I mean. We've already started busting on their sails, which is great. Let's go ahead and start putting some fire just wherever you want to put it on the ship. I will fire right there with the mortar for hopefully some very nice damage. That was a nice little hit, but it didn't do what I wanted it to do. Keep firing on their sails. I want them to be damaged, and I want their crew members to not be focused on shooting at me. I want them to be focused on fixing their ship. The less they're firing at me and the more they're focused on the ship, the happier I am. Fire at the Halifron right there. I wonder if that's a real word, Halifron. I never heard that word before, but I assume that it might be. The Halifron is coming towards us, so go ahead and get up on this side. He's going to board. And we are going to have to fight for our lives. Keep the cannons blasting. Give them no quarter. Make sure that they all fall about as rapidly as possible. Our sailor is not doing very well in armed combat, unfortunately. Send him back on over to the surgeon's bench. And the enemy ship is... they're hurting. They're not looking good right now. We made it out of that fight while only losing a very minuscule part of our hull integrity. And with that, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for an episode of Abandoned Ship. I will see you all next time. If you like what this game has to offer, hit that like button down below and support the developers by giving them a purchase. That's down in the description. Aside from that, I will see you later. It's been a lot of fun. Hi, do everybody, and take care out there.